热烈欢迎，有人欢迎啊！下午好，那个巴龙，我有看到哦，但是系统自动把你的繁衍给遮掉了啊！小胖象下午好，不知道为什么今天喉咙有点卡卡的，结果我刚才为了去准备水。刚才为了去准备水，所以稍微慢了一些开台，可能是因为昨天讲太多话了啦，今天声音变就稍微比较沙哑一点了，好啦，无论如何，我们今天就不要废话那么多，就赶快开始吧。让我换个画面。其实我配音就不用多说一次台词了。好啊，那其他角色除了主角以外，其他角色的台词我就不讲了。不然的话，我的喉咙真的会爆掉。好，那今天的新闻有，研究称市场上大部分朗入镇定剂安全性均不合格。然后人物莫里斯莱斯特从贫民窟到星光舞台，27岁保险精算师身穿睡衣在自己床上被好，我觉得这个东西不能念出来，念出来可能会被 ban。弗雷亚第一次把他的手机给拿起来了，还想点些别的什么吗？
I'm good for now. I'll order again once I finish reading this.
好，那你先忙咯。
Oh man. Oh, Aqua. Fancy seeing you again so soon.
Hi, Freya. Hi, Andrew.
晚上好啊，阿库亚小姐。
How are you two doing?
Same old.
我很好，你呢？
I'm fine, thank you. And you? Oops.
刚才那句话也太像那个小学生的英文教学课本了。
I asked that already. I'm sorry.
还是你要配英文？不要啊！别担心。
Is Myrtle here?
So far, it's only me and Andrew. We have you with us now, of course. Are you meeting her here tonight?
Oh, it's not that. I was just wondering whether she's coming here again tonight.
她好像是一个就是很害羞的女生。
You have her email, right?
Yeah.
Why don't you just tell her to come and meet you here now? That always works for me whenever I want to talk to someone.
果然是害羞属性的角色。
That wouldn't be nice. It's not that important anyway. I just wanted to follow up on the questions her team sent today. Follow up directly, I mean. Anyway, I should order something.
请慢慢看，阿库亚小姐。
It's all right. I'll order now. I'll have a cup of tea with lemon and cinnamon, please.
哦，今天很简单， 然后，我们有薄荷了，柠檬和肉桂。俄罗斯红茶。你要的饮料好了，请慢用。
Oh, it looks so pretty. If I'm not mistaken, it's called Russian tea, right?
哦，你知道吗？
I heard about it once. I'm pretty sure the only part that's Russian is the name. It was originally from a community cookbook or something.
啊，你说的没错。
Whoa, that's a highly specific fun fact to know.
巴龙你，啊，巴龙，谢谢你的订阅。啊，你是第一个订阅的人耶！啊，我 so surprised。哇！而且你也是第一个触发订阅的那个音效的人。虽然动画我还没做好，所以暂时先用其他的东西抵一下。谢谢。啊，我们忘记看今天的小说部分了。等一下哦。今天的青日晚报是赛博朋克爱情酒店。建功力也谢谢，真的是。啊，客房服务把这些东西送到512房去。客人是在晚上10点半左右下的单，我没有在忙什么事情，换而言之，也就是等着有单过来。我被要求送1瓶红酒和几包保险套过去。是的。有的时候客人就是会要这样的东西，真是太没有事先准备了。当晚的主管把订单内容交给我，开门让我出去送东西。我离开了房间，到大厅的电梯前等着电梯。不一会儿，大堂那边走来一位客人，按了电梯前的上键，然后充满敬畏地看着我。我也看了看他，露出酒店管理层给我反复培训出的笑容。他也对我微笑示意。我们进入电梯，他按了3楼的按钮，电梯里充满了寂静。客人从口袋里拿出了手机，开始用镜头对准我。哦，又来了，我心里想。我没有做出任何反应，更精确地说，是我不能做出任何反应。那毕竟是工作的一部分。叮，电梯到达了3楼，客人走出了电梯，他的手机镜头却仍然对着我。我独自一人在电梯里等了会儿，几秒后，电梯到达了5楼。我离开电梯，开始前往512号房间。在门前，我按了门铃，到了。一个女生的声音远远传来，门打开了。亲爱的，你看，他们真的是用机器人来送客房服务的耶！女人对着她的同伴喊：“哈哈，这可真酷！”男人假装出一副感兴趣的样子。我十分确定他主要还是在盯着女人的屁股看，等不及想要用上自己刚刚点的那些东西。啊，我想和这个机器人一起合照。女人刻意装出的幼稚语气喊着：“好啊，等一下，你确定这么抱机器人没问题吗？”看来这个男人还是懂得用一些脑子的。没事的啦，我都看到他们有当性爱伴侣的机器人了，随便抱一下有什么关系吗？女人说。那是不同型号好吗？你都搞不清楚吗？如果是终结者，你也一样会抱上去吗？我的内心开始疯狂嘶吼。好吧，那么1、2、3 ，cheese。它好可爱哦，我希望它能更像人类一点啊。不过可能现在的技术还没到那个程度吧。女人开始胡言乱语。好啦，这个小机器人还有其他事情要忙呢，我们还是把东西拿了，让它继续工作吧。他们拿过东西，关上了房门。见鬼的人类啊！他们究竟是怎么样才能在这个宇宙里活这么久的？我思考着，缓慢地走回自己的房间。这有点那个 么说？底特律变人那一部作品的味道。
I guess I spent too much time browsing the internet. When did you arrive, Freya?
I've been here since you left last night.
等一下那个咕噜咕噜咕噜。
Finish drinking first, Aqua.
I'm sorry. I said you haven't left?
I was just joking.
Oh, that would be crazy.
Why?
Oh no. I didn't mean to offend you or anything. It's just that you shouldn't forget to take breaks. You too, Andrew. Please make sure you get enough rest.
当然，多谢关心阿奎亚小姐。
Thank you for the reminder. By the way, Aqua,
Yes?
where do you come from? Because judging from your accent, you're not from the States, right?
I'm not. I'm from the ocean.
Whoa, so you're a full-fledged oceanic?
Born and raised in the sea.
Why did you move here?
Chasing the American dream, I guess.
You moved with your family?
No, I'm the only one who could move here.
Oh. May I know why?
It's not easy for our people, especially the females, to get higher education. I got scholarships and the opportunity. I wasn't sure about moving, you know? But my parents pushed me to do it.
How long have you been here?
Almost 2 years now.
Do your parents visit often?
They can't. Do you know how hard it is for my people to get a US visa?
I'm sorry to hear that.
要回想一下，这个游戏是在2020年哦，那个时候世界发生什么事情？其实从昨天一路玩到现在，里面很多的主线剧情其实都是跟当时的时事有关系的。
It's okay.
我就
We're still in
不多
contact.
说了。
We do a video call at least once a week.
Do you have siblings?
Of course. We are sea people. My extended family is probably as big as Seattle's population.
哇，看来他们的就是亲戚的关系不太一样，或者是一胎就是很多个，可是他们发行日期是2020年1月，当时还没有肺炎。对耶，肺炎是哪一年？真是我活得有点太没时间感了。
Whoa. That's a lot. You really have that many relatives?
Of course not. I was just exaggerating.
2020年3月正式开始，那就是巧合吧？我觉得那个算是巧合。
But if you count my grandpa's kids and grandkids, there are hundreds of us.
哇，一个家族有好几百人，那还蛮痛苦的。你可以想象过年回家的时候。
Holy.
How about you, Freya? Do you have any siblings?
I have. Not as many as you, I assume. I have a little brother. 4 years younger.
根本就是你老家，巴龙 老家有这么多人吗？我必须说，我亲戚家光好，这样子的话，我觉得我要好好数一下呀。等一下哦。好吧，我觉得我不要数下来的话，应该也会很恐怖，但是绝对不会到好几百人的程度，20几个倒是有的。好几百人的话，那真的是亲戚记忆力大考验耶。因为是以前的士官大族，哦，原来如此。
He also lives in Seattle?
我觉得靠近一点的亲戚还好记，那种比较远房一点，但是还很亲的亲戚，就真的不会知道谁是谁耶。例如什么，那要怎么讲？就是爷爷或奶奶辈的他们的兄弟姐妹的家族之类的，或姨婆啊什么，真的会记不起来。
No, he's living in San Francisco, near our parents' house. He's the good kid and I'm the rebel, working some high-end tech job while taking care of my dad on the weekends.
That's so nice of him.
I know, right? That reminds me, I should visit my parents after finishing this draft.
You should. Visit them while you can.
I know. Anyway, I want to order something.
又是浓缩咖啡吗？
You know, the usual.
其实每次他都喝一样的，有点浪费我们的怎么讲，就是发现新饮料的机会耶。没关系，我们还是给他一样的好了。你是长子，所以一定要记得。好辛苦，好辛苦。你的浓缩咖啡好了，请慢用。
Thanks.
不过很庆幸的是，我们亲戚那边大家自己也，就是上一辈他们有时候也搞不清楚谁是谁，所以他们自己对小孩子蛮宽容的，反正只要有打招呼就好了，不一定要全部讲对。而且比较惨的是，我的亲戚那边已经开始出现就是我的下一辈了，所以我已经是叔叔等级的人了。然后你知道那个下一辈的人啊，可能就是真的是1年才见到1次，然后你知道小孩子嘛，就很怕生，然后真的是会搞不清楚谁是谁，然后又很怕生的情况下，就更少再接触了。更别说就是同辈有一些结婚的人，然后他们另一半就是也都不太认识。我可以把自己随便调一杯饮料给他吗？我不记得可不可以了，但是为了保险起见，我们还是给他想喝的好了。晚上好，先生，是新角色。
Good evening.
我能帮你什么吗，先生
Yes. I don't know what to order.
那或许来一杯能够让你振奋的饮料如何？它看起来很像 Pokemon 的地鼠，不是，它不是地鼠，它也是猫猫。是饮品单上面没有你想喝的东西吗？我也可以为你特制饮品，如果你需要的话。
Actually, are you familiar with STMJ?
抱歉，并没有听说过。如果你可以告诉我具体的配料，我应该可以调配出来。
Lucky me. STMJ stands for Susu Telur Madu Jahi. It's Indonesian. It means milk, egg, honey, and ginger.
有没有去过印尼的人有喝过这个？我有点好奇。
Wait, do you have the eggs?
当然有啊，只是没放在台面上。我等其他配料调制好了再加吧。
I'd love that.
那就嘛。
1 cup of STMJ, please.
等一下，他刚才讲什么？牛奶，让我偷看一下对话记录。牛奶、鸡蛋、蜂蜜和生姜。牛奶，我们先略过鸡蛋、蜂蜜和生姜。那喝起来是什么感觉？它等于在饮料里面加生鸡蛋耶！我还没有喝过在饮料里面加生鸡蛋的这种东西。台湾一定要生食级的鸡蛋才可以生吃，其实是有点麻烦。虽然我自己都没管那么多，但是运气不好的时候就会稍微拉肚子。您的 STMJ 好了。
Let's see. You almost got it right.
啊，抱歉，能指点一下错误在哪里吗？
I guess it's the honey. You should have put the ginger in after the milk.
啊，明白。
Don't worry about it, though. I've traveled to so many places in the States, and none of them got the STMJ right. Excuse me, may I ask you girls something?
Sure, ask away.
What kind of things do you kids like doing nowadays?
Excuse me?
哎，你说什么？
Aren't you college students?
No, we're not.
I see.
哇！不要突然靠近，阿库亚已经要受不了了。
May I ask how old you are?
You're being creepy, old man. Go back to your chair and keep your distance.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be creepy.
Hey, Andrew, who is this pervy old man?
I want to
不知道啊，这是他第一次来。
be able to understand young people.
Thank God you're here, Officer Georgie.
What's up?
There's a creepy old man trying to flirt with us.
Where? You mean him?
Yes, but not so loud.
This man here is Rachel's dad, Freya. He asked to meet me. So I told him to come here.
Oh. I didn't know that Rachel's dad was a pervy old man. No wonder she ran away from home.
喂，弗雷亚，这样讲真不太礼貌。
Everyone, please, meet Mr. Furlong, Rachel's dad. Mr. Furlong, please, meet Freya and Andrew.
Please, call me Henry.
亨德利
I
先生
apologize for earlier. I wasn't trying anything funny. I'm sorry about that.
Wait a minute. Your name is Henry Furlong,
Yes,
and you're Rachel Florencia's father.
yes.
Furlong? Florencia? Why do you have different last names? What are you trying to pull?
弗雷亚，
Florencia was my late wife's maiden name.
Oh. I'm sorry.
Rachel chose it for her stage name.
Freya.
Okay. I think I better work on my novel. I'm sure you guys have a lot to talk about.
Freya, I'll come with you.
Anyway,
两个女生就
what was it
跑
you
走了。
wanted to talk to me about?
It's about Rachel. That night when you drove her home, was she hanging out with shady people?
Well, I think one of them was a bit shady.
I heard that.
哦，等一下，布雷亚，你这个声音听起来不像从旁边传来的。
What?
I'm not a criminal.
I'm just kidding. She was in this coffee shop, talking with Freya and Andrew here. She wasn't in any danger.
Are you sure? What about before that?
Whoa, calm down. Is everything all right?
It's just that I feel that she's getting more and more distant. I don't know how to talk to her anymore. Or even what to talk about. I don't know what kids her age are into anymore. Every time we talk, we end up fighting.
I have 3 daughters. We fight all the time.
刚才问了你的印尼同学，他说有 STM 这个饮料，我知道的确有，但是我不知道它喝起来如何，因为台湾这边有地方有卖吗？我觉得在台湾这边比较有名的东南亚饮料应该是，要不就是泰奶，要不就是么么喳喳，好像我真的没有听过。有店在卖 STM 之类，如果知道的人跟我讲一下，我说不定会去喝喝看。
One thing that I learned: give them time and space.
像是有点像没有颗粒感的奶昔，有点难想象，因为我自己本身就是个不太喝奶昔的人，而且我知道台湾的奶昔跟国外的奶昔很不一样。
But be there when they need you.
哦，这说到像我以前，因为我很常在看就是国外的 YouTube 影片之类的，他们尤其是美国，他们奶昔要打到怎么讲，就是杯子翻过来是不会从杯子里面流出来的，但是台湾的绝对会流出来，所以我后来就觉得，台湾奶昔似乎没有那么正统，喝起来比较滑。那应该是鸡蛋的关系吗？
Or you can just bribe them. One time I had a fight with my eldest daughter. She didn't want to talk to me for a week. I know she loves pizza, so I went to Rocco's and bought her favorite pie. I left the pizza on the table like a trap. Then I just waited for her to take the bait, just like a stakeout. Once she took a bite of that delicious pepperoni, I casually grabbed a slice and sat with her. That pizza really helped smooth things over. After that, she wouldn't stop talking.
这警官还是挺有一套的。
What if what she loves doing is the problem? Rachel loves singing and performing on stage. I'm proud of what she has achieved with her career. She's really young, but the entertainment industry isn't a kind place. Not the label, not the media, not the fans. And I don't trust her new manager. Rachel's just a little girl. What if she gets harassed? Or forced to do drugs?
先生没有那么夸张，没有那么
Did
夸
something
张。
happen?
Well, nothing's happened yet. I just feel it in my guts.
Is it possible that you're just being paranoid?
I don't know. Maybe?
Psst, Andrew, I need to go now. Thanks for the drink.
好的，你路上保重啊。
Well, can't you just find another manager?
Rachel's already 18, so legally she can sign contracts without parental approval. I've been trying to tell her to quit, but every time I brought it up, we just end up fighting.
As a parent, there's really not much we can do other than guiding them and being there when they need us. Sooner or later, we'll have to trust them to make their own decisions. And with everything we've taught them, hopefully, they'll make the right choices.
What if she made the wrong choices?
I can do a background check on that manager.
警官，这没有法律程序上的问题吗？
If that will ease your mind.
Please do.
而且他们两个老人家都是在用那个翻盖手机耶。老实说，我只有玩过别人的翻盖手机，我没有用我自己拿的那个年代的手机不是翻盖手机。
It's Morris. Last name Lester.
Morris Lester. Got it.
莫里斯莱斯特，他不是今天早上在新闻上面出现的，报纸上面出现的那一个吗？
Oh, isn't he the guy in today's paper?
你有用过？其实翻盖手机真的还不错。我可以说我自己的第一只手机，因为我第二次就换智慧型手机了。我长到很大之后，家里人才给我手机。我第一只手机是那个 Sony Ericsson 的环保手机，我忘记型号是什么了，但是那一只真的很漂亮，我到现在还留着，而且很好用。
Anyway, I'll let you know if there's a hit.
只是现在回去拿会觉得那个手机真的是太小了，就那个按键很小，其实不怎么好按。
Hold on, I gotta take this.
以前不会这么觉得，因为以前手比较小。
I've just got a call. I've got to go. I'd love to talk more about this with you. Let's meet again soon.
Wait.
You have my contact details. Call me if you ever need my help.
Wait.
请不用担心，我相信一切会没事的。
I used to manage a girl band. I've seen bad things happen.
非常糟糕吗？
Yeah. I was against her joining that pop group at first. But my wife, Rachel's mom, she convinced me to give it a chance. Ever since she's been gone, I don't know how to talk to Rachel. With her wanting to do more of her own stuff, I don't know what to do.
你说属于他自己的事情是指什么呢？
Modeling and a solo singing career. It's a whole different world than the band. I'm familiar with that side of the biz.
可是都过了这么久，也会有很多变化吧？
Even if it has, I don't think it's for the better.
She survived being an idol. Even managed to graduate and start a solo career. She sounds like someone who can take care of herself. Don't you think so?
She's not ready. I don't want her to get hurt. There are a lot of bad people out there. People that want to take advantage of her.
You are her father. I understand you might be worried. However, you shouldn't hinder her from achieving her dreams.
I just want what's better for her.
Is it really what's best, though? I think she's born to soar.
But she's just a girl. My little girl.
啊，有些
Seriously.
有些家长就是会这样子，这真的没办法。
That's your argument.
I don't mean to sound that way.
It doesn't matter whether she's a boy or a girl. You'll drive her away if you keep on acting like this. With your knowledge, you should be able to help her achieve her dreams. I was once a stubborn young girl, too. Maybe I can give you a little advice on how to handle rebellious teens.
I'd love to hear it. Is it okay if I stay a bit longer, Andrew?
啊，请随意，你需要多少时间都行。哦，那杯叫黑魔法的应该是咖啡加薄荷加肉桂。 政府向东海岸派遣军队，以阻止大西洋移民登陆。狼人代表呼吁卫生部开放更多民用镇定剂。萨拉奇一名医生因进行儿童复制实验而被捕。这是我们要记得在一天开始之前要来看一下今天的故事是什么。哦，亨德利他更年轻一点的时候长这个样子，手上抱的那个应该是还是小孩的瑞秋。今天的应该说小说是《公车上的焦虑少年与他的爱情故事》。天气很热，太阳很大，湿度很高，这是雅加达常见的一天。我站在一辆拥挤公车内，空调和没开一样，更没有通风。我听着自己老旧 iPod 上的随机歌单，勉强集中精力，想要在这个糟糕的环境下读进一点不久前刚买的村上春树的《像的消失》。尽管条件如此恶劣，我还是要庆幸自己站在公车的后门边，这样我可以把背倚靠在一个座位上，不至于从车里摔出去，还能够享受迎面吹来的一阵阵小风。我在雅加达的一辆公车上，所以很自然地，我需要小心周围的一切，把我的财物收好，免遭小偷和其他什么恶徒的侵害。我在阅读途中时，不时抬头扫着车厢，就在这个时候，我看见了他。很难用语言来描述他，他看起来并没有什么能够超脱其他女性的特质，就好像是每天你在街上都会经过的路人女孩一般。你或许会向她的方向瞥个一两眼，但走开几步之后，就很难再记得她的眉间、眼角、鼻子、嘴唇是什么模样。他站在公车前门边，并没有倚靠在任何东西或人身上。他没有握着车厢上方满是细菌的扶手。当然，以他的身高，想要够到扶手或许有些困难，但他依然能够如同像今天舌头打结好严重。但他依然如同一棵在健康土壤中长出的大树一般稳稳伫立着，就好像有人将米罗的维纳斯像悄悄地放在这辆公车里，却又贴合的没有任何人能发现它的存在。他戴着一副有线耳机，这才是耳机应该要有的样子，脸上挂着一抹浅浅的微笑。他时不时会将眼睛闭上一会儿，享受着自己在听的音乐。他的眼神很少停留在一处，总是在整辆公车的车厢里游弋，速度没有焦急的人那么快，也不像刻意想要看着什么东西的人那么慢。或许她就是我的真命天女，我对自己说。这不是我第一次没有过这样的念头。作为一个没救的浪漫主义者，任何一个让我有所兴趣的女孩，都会立即让我的大脑开始编造一个故事。我怎样上前和她们打招呼，与她们相识，她们的性格如何与我预想中的完全不一样，我们如何开始约会、结婚、生子、白头偕老等等。路上的可爱姑娘，我自己给她们取了这样的一个名字，漂亮女孩中的独特存在。这个名字看来很广泛，但却并不是我见到的每个可爱姑娘都能够有此殊荣。她们必须是特别的存在，至少在我的想象中得是特别的。问题在于，每次遇到这样的一位路上的可爱姑娘，就开始幻想故事，这种心态很不健康，对我的精神，尤其是对我的心，会有很大的负担，会在任何机会出现之前就让我产生过多的期待。哦，糟糕！他看了我一眼，我们有那么一瞬间产生了四目交接。我当然立即低头开始看我的书了。他有注意到我的眼神吗？他有注意到我脑中的想法吗？我的大脑又开始高速运转，越想越多。我继续盯着自己的书本。刚刚发生这样的事情，我当然不可能好好读进去了。我的眼睛看着文字，但脑中想的却完全是他。我再次瞥向他，他又盯着我看了，已经不止一次四目交接了。这已经说明了什么？我该不该走上前去向他自我介绍呢？对，当然，我应该这么做。但如果一切不顺利呢？只不过是互相自我介绍一下而已，最糟又能怎样啊？首先，这是辆拥挤的公车， 从后门挤到前门一定会惹到不少人。其次，如果我们走到了他的面前，他却一脸厌烦的样子的话，哎呀，真是够了！你和平时一样，又开始想太多了。就算他觉得心烦，又能发生什么糟糕的事呢？不要打断我啊！你问能发生什么事？如果他大喊大叫说我是个变态呢？那全车人不就要把我给打死了？第三，也是最糟糕的一种，可能是如果我们互相介绍之后发现，他居然和我们想象的完全不一样，那这些时间和精力不就全部浪费了？得痛苦好几年吧。一切都会没事的，不用担心那么多，不管会发生什么。首先，我们总得试一试，不要有太多风险了。我脑中的辩论仍然继续。就在这一刻发生了第3次四目交接，只是这次我们对望的时间超过了几秒钟，然后他对我露出了微笑，那道平凡却又美丽的双唇轻轻地微弯了少许。我赶紧低头看书，看到了吧？这下你不得不去了。可是，还记得几年前我们去日惹的火车上见到那位拉提琴的女孩吗？我当然记得。就是啊，她只不过是在火车上坐在了你对面的路人，我们根本不记得那天在哪个月，可是却仍然清楚地记得她当时穿着那身那个字怎么念？枫吗？枫红外衣，她放在行李架上的小提琴箱，她可爱的橙色精灵头，她不要再说了，那次不一样。而且如果不和她说话的话，可能当时就不会那么尴尬了。各种思绪，各种噪音，我内心的声音不肯停止争吵。我开始流汗，但不是因为炎热，而是冷汗，必须得停止这一切。住口！我在内心尖叫。声音停止了，就在这一刻，我的旧 iPod 莫名随机点到太空大爆炸乐队的《我们唯一孤独的时刻》。我将音量调大，把书放进了包里，然后就只是呼气和吸气。这样做可能会让我失去与自己命中注定的姑娘见面的机会，但至少只要我不认识她，她在我心中就还是完美的。只要我不知道，她就有可能也在听太空大爆炸。只要我不知道，她就有可能也是村上春树书迷和最终幻想9的爱好者。这绝对是最终幻想，不是最终梦想。我不想讲那个捏他。只要我不知道，她就有可能还是单身。只要我不知道，他就有可能和我100%契合的人。只要我对他的认识再多一点，那样的人就绝对不可能存在。而且老实说就好，真有缘分，自然会到。车子停在史纳岩广场站，这里是我下车的地方。看来我该离开了。我决定不去看向他的方向，因为如果看向他，那将会是我最后一次看到他。对我这样没救的浪漫主义者来说，那样就太艰难了。我下了车，享受着温暖的阳光和新鲜的空气，庆幸自己终于离开了那个铁皮靴定格盒子。然后事情就这样发生了。我将头转向右边，看见了他独自一人站着，享受着从炎热的公车铁皮盒子中出来后感受到的微风。他将头转向左边，看见我时也露出了一丝惊讶的表情，然后他微笑了起来。看来，如果是命中注定，缘分自然会到吗？Final Fantasy 不错耶，虽然这一篇故事偏长，但是我很喜欢，而且我自己看到人的时候，我也会在那边脑中幻想，所以还蛮感同身受的。
Yes! I mean, it would be really hard to pull off, but it's something that'll make the story different.
不过未必总是好事，算是个不错的构想，但要做好就必须处理得很谨慎，还需要得体。
I know. Hey, Gala.
啊，是加拉。
Good evening, everyone.
哦，等等，这个有点大声，对心脏不太好。晚上好，加拉先生。
Am I interrupting?
It looked like you were having an intense discussion.
It's nothing. Andrew was just giving me feedback. It's for the book I'm writing.
Sounds like a heavy discussion.
What are you up to tonight?
I'm just planning to sit and relax. Please don't let my presence interrupt you.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Although, I need to interrupt Andrew for a moment.
当然，能够为你做些什么吗？
Can I have a cup of... You remember my remedy?
当然不记得。你想再试一次吗？
My last order didn't quite hit the spot. Remember, it's tea and ginger. The last thing is definitely a different ingredient from either of those.
好的。
Remember, it has tea and ginger.
好了，有红茶姜。我们上次给他什么蜂蜜还是肉桂？反正薄荷是新的东西，还是上次是给柠檬啊？我不记得了。我们给放薄荷好了，放薄荷试试看。你上次给他柠檬，哦好，那我们这次一样给薄荷试试看，反正看要把大部分的东西都试过一遍，成功了吗？怎么样？不对，跟你要求不一样。差远了。发生什么事？等一下，语音突然没了。啊，抱歉，是我弄错了。没关系。
Anyway, please don't mind me and continue with your discussion.
看他们当时配音的时候，这边漏掉一小段。不用担心，加拉先生，我们今晚已经结束了。
You're done. I have a lot of new homework, thanks to you.
不客气。
Is Hyde coming?
No, I'm by myself tonight.
It's gonna be a peaceful night then.
弗雷亚，你这么说就有点不太好了。
Oh, come on. I was just joking. He needs to learn how to communicate his thoughts nicely, though.
He might not look like it, but he's a very kind person, you know.
He doesn't show it, that's for sure.
你自己不也是一样？
Oh, come on.
Good evening, everyone.
贝里斯。贝里斯先生，欢迎。
Heya.
How are you doing, Freya?
Not good.
What's going on?
Andrew is just criticizing my story.
那叫提供回馈意见，
It's cruel.
但是很有必要。
Sounds interesting. What's the problem with the story?
The story is non-linear and quite complicated. Imagine a choose-your-own-adventure storybook.
做出选择翻到叉叉叉页的儿童故事书，其实这种书还蛮好玩的，但看完第一次之后，我就会把每一页就重看一下。
But for adults.
Sounds pretty common so far.
But instead of telling you which page to turn to, each decision you make will give you a score.
What?
That score will determine which page you should go to.
That sounds more like a video game than a book.
I know, it's not that original. But my target here is the mainstream audience.
但是如果想瞄准的是主流读者群的话，这个有点不太合适。
Huh?
With the help of my publisher, this kind of book may go mainstream. Just like that choose-your-own-adventure show on Netstream.
Choose your adventure.
It was nothing new, but because of the marketing and the names involved, it reached the mainstream market.
它应该指的是，我想想看那个时候是什么事情，应该是黑镜的那个，他好像有做过一系列的互动影集，就是不是一般的，黑镜有一部是互动式的。
That sounds interesting. And highly ambitious, Freya.
At least it's simpler than my other idea.
Which is?
Making the novel not in the form of a book,
啊，
but in the form of story cards.
What?
对吧？他还真以为自己有用不完的时间呢。而且这一切都还没考虑到最敏感的问题，把故事设定在一个只有人类存在的世界里。
What did you say?
No, there's a reason why it has to be that way. Just wait until I've finished it, okay?
All right.
As Andrew said, though, I won't have the time. Getting a normal pitch approved is already a steep climb. Let's not make the mountain even higher.
Fair enough. What's the story all about, by the way?
You'll have to wait for it. Don't want to spoil the fun.
If you say so. Anyway, I haven't ordered anything.
今晚你想喝什么呢？
Ginger latte, if you know how to make it.
姜汁拿铁。完蛋了，我有姜汁拿铁的食谱吗？但是姜汁拿铁的话要加牛奶，对不对？咖啡、牛奶、姜，我们试试看。感觉不太对。但是好像又是对的，我们试试看，然后拉个花。哎，这好难勾出去哦。牛奶加姜吗？你是说只有牛奶跟姜吗？那就只是姜汁牛奶而已啊。好，至少这次拉花勉强及格。latte 原本就是牛奶的意思。我不知道，我是觉得这杯应该可以。这是你的饮料，请慢用，我们就看对不对好了。但是姜汁应该更多一点才对。我觉得应该有给对他。了解。
By the way, how are you doing, Baileys?
我们现在在喝的拿铁的全名应该是咖啡拿铁。所以我一直很困惑，到底，因为以前拿铁这个词真的是只会出现在咖啡的饮品里面的，不知道什么时候大家意识到拿铁原来是只加牛奶的意思之后，就出现各种拿铁了。然后还有地方会不是翻成拿铁，而是翻拿铁。然后他说，要不就这样吧，台湾的饮料店们，你们应该要把你们每一杯饮料的内容物给写出来。其实我是很少在喝手摇饮什么的人，所以对于 点饮料这件事情还蛮困扰的。
Still busy with your last client?
Oh, I'm done with her.
Done? As in, you're dropping the project?
Hey, I'm not crazy. I still need the money. Done as in I've finished the job. I spent the last few days making sure. It's even done before the deadline.
Did she like it?
Oh, she loved it. She had some complaints, of course. But I convinced her. By using some design terms she doesn't understand.
设计相关术语就是简单来讲就是糊弄一下啦。
So, you finished your job by bullshitting her.
The finest bullshit, my lady. That's one survival skill every freelancer must have.
啊，真的，就是说好听的话，真的是需要一点技术、生存技能。
Are you working on anything right now?
No. I'm taking a break from work. I need to work on a few personal matters.
Oh. Like you and Lua?
Something like that.
By the way, I'm curious. How did you guys meet? If you don't mind me asking.
I don't mind. It's just that I was young and stupid, you know?
Oh, come on. Who hasn't been there?
You're right. So, I was a bit of a player back in college.
Ooh, spicy.
And I was going after my then best friend's girlfriend's friend.
哈，等一下，这是好朋友的女朋友的朋友。
Wait, what?
Okay, I'll say it slowly. I used to have a best friend. He was an incubus.
Okay.
Let's call him Cognac. Cognac has a girlfriend.
Still following.
And that girl has a friend. The friend is the one I'm after.
Oh, okay. Got it.
She was one of the hottest girls there. But everyone knew she wasn't the type of girl you'd want to date.
Why?
I don't want to get into details. But this succubus was super hot. And all the guys wanted to sleep with her.
讲这么直接可以吗？
She was a player too.
Huh? That doesn't sound like Lua at all.
Because it wasn't Lua, genius.
Huh?
Lua was my friend's girl.
Oh my god.
Holy moly! This is getting spicier.
The other girl's name was... let's call her Rose.
Continue.
I knew Lua thanks to her relationship with Cognac.
That's a fake name you made up, right?
Yes! Now, will you let me continue without interruptions?
Okay.
So, I asked Lua a lot of things about Rose. She knew what I was after. It annoyed her so much. But I kept on bothering her. I mean, I was a pretty active guy back then. So Lua came over to visit us at one point. I lived with Cognac back in college. I'd been out, and I got back just as Lua arrived. A total coincidence. We went into our place together and witnessed something surprising.
What?
Cognac was sleeping with Rose.
Holy mother moly!
是在上演8点档吗？
I saw the look on Lua's face. The disbelief, anger, sadness. And without even thinking about it, I punched Cognac in the face.
You what?
I got into a fight with him. Oh, I haven't told you. Cognac was a Brazilian jiu-jitsu tutor for kids.
Oh.
He's pretty good. Yeah, I landed that one punch. And he beat me to a pulp. Easily. Lua begged me to stop fighting on her behalf.
More like she begged Cognic.
Hey, I wasn't kidding. I lost, but I don't give up so easily. I was beaten pretty bad. So Lua took care of my injuries. We grew closer after that, and I don't even remember the exact date. But suddenly, that friendship turned into a relationship.
That was one hell of a story.
I know. Have you seen her by any chance?
Yeah, Lua came by a few days ago.
How is she doing? She hasn't returned any of my calls or texts.
Well, she's healthy, that's for sure. She got into an argument, though.
With whom?
There was this male model.
A model? I didn't think she was that type of girl. To go out with a model.
Oh, they weren't together.
What were they arguing about?
Well, we were talking about your relationship. Lua told us about the reason behind the fight. About your family stuff. And then this guy, Hyde, joined the discussion.
What did he say?
He didn't understand why Lua would insist on getting family approval. Considering, you know.
What?
You're willing to leave your own family. You would do that for her?
Yes, I would. I'm sick and tired of my family.
Why would you say that?
Let me tell you about my family. Or should I say, most elven families. They all think they're so high and mighty. If you're born an elf, there are certain unwritten rules you must follow. Reputation and appearance are everything. We must never, ever make our family look bad. You can only befriend certain people. You must dress a certain way. You can only have certain jobs. Jobs that are deemed worthy and successful.
啊，这样还蛮讨厌的。
Like being a doctor, a lawyer, a CEO. You know, ever since I was a kid, I loved drawing and creating art. However, becoming an artist is not something elves would deem suitable. Unless you become the next Da Vinci. So, when I switched from a business major to an art major, my parents went crazy, screamed like they were on fire. They told me I'd never be rich or successful.
All that because you chose an art degree.
You want to know the worst part? They blamed Lua.
What do you mean?
They blamed her for my decision to pursue my passion for art. Yelled about her kind is ruining the country. Accusing their religion of worshipping the Dark Lord. Accusing her of putting a spell on me and cursing the family.
什么跟什么啊？
Whoa. I mean, come on. This is the 21st century. That is so not cool. I don't want to sound judgmental, but your family is racist.
Tell me about it. Lua is the only person that can make me feel alive. She showed me how I can be free and pursue my dreams.
说不定是真的，因为其实我觉得在这边它的精灵比较按照就是传统我们精灵的原设定，就是传统的精灵的确是很就是要对自己很自视甚高，然后要求很多的动作，跟我们现在在 ACG 文化里面看到的精灵是不太一样的。我记得之前好像在哪里看到，我不知道这个是不是正确的，就是传统在精灵更要求就是精灵是吃素的，然后反正就是很多事情是规定很多不能做的。
don't understand why Lua is so obsessed with the idea of reconciliation with my family. I just don't get it. I have no problem with leaving my family, you know? I would happily leave them for the both of us.
What about her? What about her and her family? You may be happy to leave your family. However, it may not be the same for her.
Gala, do you have something to say? Perhaps you could give us a different perspective.
Sorry, I didn't mean to eavesdrop. I couldn't help overhearing your story. I assumed that the person you're talking about is not an elf, correct?
Yes, she's a succubus.
I see. I'm a werewolf. For werewolves, the wolf pack is the most important thing. We'll put family before any other. We often have our own problems within the pack, but we won't abandon our family for anything. Perhaps that's also true for her and her family. Besides, if you leave your family for her, wouldn't that make your parents believe that all those bad stereotypes about succubi are true?
I never thought of it that way before.
Whether you like it or not, your actions will have an impact on her as well.
然后你们的店长是一个纸箱，没关
And
系
if you
啦。
leave your family for her, that will put her in a difficult spot. She might feel responsible for your actions.
There's nothing to feel bad about. I'm leaving my messy family to create a better one with her.
It's easy for you to say that now, but you don't know what the future holds. One day, circumstances might change. One day, one of you might regret your decisions. One day, you might use the I left my family for you card.
We love each other. I'll be with her whatever the circumstances may be.
先生，这很明显，你听起来还在热恋期，虽然已经10年了。
You know, love is like a flame. It might burn fiercely at first, but over time, it will die down if you don't maintain it. Maintaining it won't be easy. It will be hard work. Because life is full of storms. And marriage, it will not survive on love alone.
Whoa, that's deep.
We'll have each other, and that's enough for us.
Tell me, do you have health insurance?
What? I'm an elf. Why would I need health insurance?
You'll need some.
What for?
Immortality is an elven privilege. But you'll lose it if your family disowns you. I've seen people go bankrupt because they fell ill or got seriously injured. Emptied their entire life savings for an $8 pill because in this country they charge $20,000 for it. And if you decide to have children, they won't have the same privilege as you do. There's a high probability that they'll get bullied for being a half-breed. There are consequences. It shouldn't be
他
taken
讲的东
lightly.
西都还蛮现实。
Think about it. Anyway, I've got to go. I apologize for my intrusion.
No. Thank you for your insight. I've got to go too.
Want to head out together?
Sure.
Thanks for the drink, Andrew and Freya.
Bye.
What?
你让我在1分钟之内失去了2名顾客。
Hey, that wasn't on me. They were leaving anyway.
所以这段故事会写进你的书里吗？
It's a secret.
如果你的书是以这个咖啡馆作为蓝本，像他们这样的故事，你要怎么在一个只有人类世界里被呈现出来？
I'm not sure.
那么或许被热饮给你一些灵感。
Sounds like a great idea.
巴龙，那个指令是只有怎么讲？我游戏死掉的时候才可以触发。算了啦，其实很无所谓。反正原本是这样写的啦，但是后来就我也很少玩就是会需要计算死亡次数的游戏就是了。失去2名顾客也是死了，这不是那个餐厅经营游戏。如果是餐厅经营游戏的话，可能还可以考虑一下。政府对待大西洋移民态度引发示威抗议。等一下，为什么他们那个画像那个挂着 WHO， 然后那个好好笑。考切拉2020，你非去不可的10大理由。再过10年，我们可能会在太空进行体育赛事。
He never really changed.
I know.
But it was surprisingly nice. Catching up with people from back then. Thank you for forcing me to do it.
Don't mention it. Hey, Andrew. I'd like to order again. The usual.
继续实验吗？
Yes.
不然这样好吧。加
You
牛
know
奶
what to do.
红茶、牛奶跟姜。加拉喝的，对了，这杯对了。哦天啊，等一下，上面那个拉花，那个拉花很可爱哎，是那个狼加一颗爱心，半颗爱心。
Thank you.
这一杯绝对对了。啊，真是。海德先生，你呢？是否也要再点一杯喝的？
I'm good for now.
对了，刚才我无意中听到2位的谈话，听起来感觉2位是真的认识很久了吧？
We do, I guess.
He was my bodyguard.
哦，2位不是在这个地方认识的吗？
Yeah, when this was a bar.
当时究竟什么情况呢？
He was getting his ass kicked by a couple of dwarves.
Ugh, those two bastards.
It wasn't a pretty sight, so I intervened.
不过吸血鬼不应该都，你们知道的，很强吗？
Just because I'm a vampire, it doesn't mean I know kung fu. Besides, I'd had a couple of drinks. I could have taken them both if I was sober.
A couple? Really? You were trashed, Hyde.
啊，又忘记读今天的报纸了，这懂吗？对呢。加拉赫的，哇，好可爱！流浪男孩与寂寞猫。午夜，男孩回到了自己家，轰鸣的引擎声充满了黑暗而空旷的车库，随后是生锈的金属门被用力关上的声音。他离开车库，发现他就站在那里，等着他回来。他总是在同一个时间站在同一个地点。男孩看到他时露出了微笑。喵。 猫儿呼唤着男孩，向男孩索取每一晚在同一时间、同一个地点，他总是能得到的待遇。哈，你是在等我吧，对不对？来，这里。男孩一边抚摸着猫儿的毛，一边说着。猫发出了响亮的呼噜声，怎么也不肯站着不动。它绕着男孩跑着，时而两脚站立，发出声音，开始两人日常的各种互动。直到突然某一刻，男孩认定今天的互动已经够了，于是他停止了抚摸，离开了猫儿，关上了门。猫也明白今天的时间到了，他们各自回到了自己的生活。男孩并不给猫吃什么吃的，猫儿也不会睡在他的身边让他放松，因为他不属于他，他也不属于他。
You told them I was your bodyguard.
等一下，所以你不是他的保镖？
Not at the time. We didn't even know each other. But because of that whole fiasco, we both got kicked out. And then this wasted vampire stuck to me. Like, well, you know, to a blanket. Obviously, he was too drunk to drive. So I hailed a cab. Turns out, he was also too drunk to tell the driver where he lived. And I was stuck with him until morning.
加拉人也太好了。
Thanks for not leaving me on the street, Gala. Those dwarves could have killed me.
他们是什么来头？
I'm not going to confirm or deny anything, but it's possible they may have had ties to the mafia. And I might have lost some of their money on the stock market. A lot of their money.
哎呀呀！
They wanted me to launder their dirty money. So I decided to screw them over instead.
Yeah, I overheard what they were talking about before the fight started. I knew Hyde was innocent, and that's why I helped him. He might be an annoying asshole, but he's not a thief.
What a stroke of luck. The universe sending me a guardian angel in my time of need. So the next morning, I offered him a job as my bodyguard for real.
After all the trouble you caused me the night before.
Hey, I took you to breakfast. Don't tell me that counted for nothing.
I have to say, it wasn't my proudest moment. I was broke. Breakfast was an offer I couldn't refuse. It was the late 60s, mind you. It wasn't easy finding a job. Especially for people like me.
你是指狼人？
War veterans.
啊，原来如此。所以你又是怎么从保镖变成在医院工作的呢，加拉先生？
Well, when he was working with me, I noticed.
Hyde. I'd prefer it if we skipped that part. I'm sorry, but I don't want to go into any details about it.
啊，没关系，是我太好奇，还请原谅。巴龙不要这样子，虽然我知道的确有很多人画他们两个组 CP 的同人图。
I don't mind telling you the quick and dirty version. Long story short, he helped me with something.
Something.
Let's just say something from my past. Thanks to that help, I found a new purpose in life. Helping other people live. Of course, it's not easy for a veteran werewolf to become a nurse or doctor. That's why I chose hospital admin instead. So, you could say I owe this guy my life. Thanks to his stubborn persistence in helping me when I needed it.
啊，谢谢你的分享。没想到能够从两位身上听到这样的故事。
I know. Anyway, Andrew, I'd like to order something now.
你想喝什么呢？
Can you make a tea-based drink that's warm and cool at the same time?
红茶说起底，同时清凉又温暖。清凉是我记得没错是薄荷，然后温暖的话会是什么？肉桂。 但是等一下，如果不加薄荷，我们改放柠檬，柠檬好像不太够。哦，温暖是姜。我想想哦。这样好了，红茶、薄荷、姜。你要的饮料好了，请慢用。
Exactly what I wanted. By the way, it feels like this place is missing something today.
对耶，我今天还没见到他。
Speak of the devil.
Hello, good people. And one vampire.
It's good to see you too.
弗雷亚。
By the way, we were just talking about you.
Oh, really? What about me?
I was just surprised that you weren't here.
Is that how you pick up girls young enough to be your granddaughter? That won't work on me.
I've no interest in flirting with you. I've got high standards, you know.
You look so tired, Freya. Hard day at work?
How could you tell?
Call it werewolf senses.
Right. I showed Andrew my draft, and I actually got some good feedback.
That's good to hear.
很高兴能够帮上忙。
So, I spent the whole day rewriting stuff, and I also did some stories for the paper. Overall, it was a good day.
That's good to hear. But please don't forget to take a break. It's easy to get carried away by work when you're on a roll.
Will do, sir. And speaking of hospitals, how's your hospital admitting life going?
That's not even a word, Freya.
Actually, I'm not even sure what you even do there.
It's pretty boring to talk about. But mostly, I handle operational stuff happening in the hospital. Things like how much a specialist costs and how much it affects our income. I also deal with patients and their families. If they require intensive care, such as I go through what we do and how much it would cost them.
Kinda like biz dev for people's lives, then.
You could say that.
Damn, that sounds complicated and hard.
That's why I'm suited for my job. Someone who gets very emotionally attached to patients would find this job pretty tough. Whereas heartless people like my friend here only see it from a business perspective.
Good point. Why do people rarely talk about your kind of job?
I guess most people don't really notice we exist, or think about the necessity of it.
Exactly. It's an interesting job, yet no one talks about it.
Maybe because most admins are just like me. We rarely talk about our work outside the hospital.
Why?
For me, I just don't find any reason to. It's the patients' personal lives anyway.
啊，真是敬业又忠诚啊！你在这位女士面前，尤其应该保持这种心态。
You?
He needs to be a bit less loyal, though.
Hide.
You've been doing this job for a while, right?
Almost 50 years now.
他到底可以活多久啊？
Whoa! I didn't know that. Wait, 50 years in the same position?
Uh-huh.
Holy shit! a promotion, man.
They keep offering me new positions, mostly managerial.
Take it.
Not interested.
Why?
It's not something I want. Besides, as I've told you before, I fit perfectly in this position.
But the salary must be better if you take the promotion, right?
Of course. But what I get at the moment is more than enough for me right now. And I still get raises while I'm doing this job.
I really can't figure you out.
That's Gala for you.
Anyway, my shift's starting soon. It was nice catching up with both of you. Are you going to stay, Hyde?
Yeah, I'm still enjoying the vibes here.
I'll see you in a few weeks, I guess.
Yep.
Safe trip. See you around, Andrew. And you, Freya.
See you.
路上保重。所以海德要离开了吗？
You know, it's kind of hard to believe. Someone like Gala could be your best friend.
你来之前我们正好讨论到这个呢。
Oh, really? Man, I missed an interesting story. So, how did you guys meet?
Seriously? I have to retell the story?
Yeah.
Yes. Come on. You're not going anywhere, right?
All right then. We met in this place, back when it was a bar.
Whoa! I never knew Gala used to be in the army. I mean, he's got the build to be on the front line. Still though, why did he make the jump from, how should I say this? A very physical job to medic.
Well, he's not comfortable talking about it right now.
But you know why, right?
Are you trying to squeeze this?
Obviously.
毕竟弗雷雅是个有点像记者、作家这样的角色嘛，一定会想要挖一些东西的。
He doesn't want to talk about it.
That's him, not you.
你现在也已经是见习行政经理了，加油哦
Seriously, Freya?
Come on.
I won't get into details. But going to war, it messes with your head.
Oh.
Oh.
You see why Gala doesn't want to talk about it, huh?
I don't get it. But...
The only thing he was confident in was his strength. So he only did work that relied on his muscle.
That wouldn't help him get over his trauma, though, right?
Of course not. But it was the only thing he could do. Or at least, it's the only thing he thought he could do.
But you hired him for his muscle.
Hey, I didn't know about all that at the time. Besides, he's good at being a bodyguard. And we weren't that close yet. So, no personal feelings. I needed his strength. But then I got to be interested in him.
Interested?
I think he's a cool person. That's all. And after a few months, I noticed his problem. I suggested he talk about it with someone, seek help. Which he refused.
No surprises there.
But I kind of pushed him to do it.
How?
It's complicated. Eventually, he did go to get professional help. Of course, I've no idea what happened in his therapy sessions, but in the end, he found a new purpose in his life. He quit working for me. And not so long after that, he started working at the hospital. And he's been
哦，有人来了。
Good evening, everyone.
Oh boy.
晚上好，很高兴再次见到你们。
We are also glad to see you, Barista.
对了，上次你们来时，我没问过你们名字吧？你们有名字吗
Name? We sure have. On Earth, people call us Neil.
尼尔。
Yes, Neil.
Is that your real name?
Oh, of course not. Due to the nature of our communication, we do not really need trivial things like names to interact. But from what we have learned here, it seems like the name Neil has a lot of associations with Earthling efforts in intergalactic exploration.
好像是这样，没错。
I get what you mean.
I believe we did not meet the last time we were here.
I saw you from afar when you left the coffee shop a few days ago. So, hello. My name is Freya. You could say I'm a regular here.
And you, sir?
Hyde.
You come here often?
For someone who doesn't live in Seattle, yeah.
Ooh, you are not from around here. Neither are we.
Where do you come from?
Far away.
By far away, you mean a few thousand miles? Or more?
More. Much more. More to the point that your strange calculation system means nothing.
That sounds far away, indeed. What are you doing here in Seattle? And do all your kind dress like this?
Oh, this? We chose this appearance based on an image we saw when we first arrived.
Image? Ah, the Arami Gendru album cover.
啊，这个是在讲这个，稍微看一下好了。等一下，不是这里，哦，我们尼尔的故事全部解锁了。然后尼尔就是，其实这边可以选音乐，其实就是这个人的专辑。
Wonder you look familiar.
As for what we are doing, this place is really the perfect spot to practice our communication skills with Earthlings. But before that, please let us order something from the barista. The usual. That is how you say it, yes?
没错，所以还是随便来一杯。
Yes. We won't be able to taste the difference anyway.
你们真的什么味道也尝不到吗？
Yes.
那如果我能调制出一种让你们有感觉的饮料呢？
Interesting premise. But we doubt you will be able to do that.
那我就接受挑战了。
Please, surprise us.
其实这挑战还挺难的，因为虽然这有点破梗，但是这个游戏主线剧情是不会解锁全部饮料的，就是你要透过尼尔才能发现其他的食谱。我看一下，我们现在巧克力、牛奶为基底的很多东西都没有。我们做一个巧克力为底的好了。试试看巧克力肉桂加薄荷。反正如果它有出现特殊名字的话，那应该就是指这杯是有在食谱上了啊。那这样子就没有，就是全部都没出，就是要怎么讲？没有特殊名字，而是全部食材列在名称上的，就是指没有这杯特别的饮料。有纯绿茶吗？应该会要有纯绿茶吧。 我不满意。等一下，这好难哦。这个真的是这个游戏里面最难的部分了。我看一下哦。如果是绿茶加，我们好像还没有绿茶加肉桂加蜂蜜，这样子如何？哦，这杯也不对，我们剩没几次的试错机会了。肉桂薄荷，算了，我不管，就试试看这个好了。你的随便一杯，请慢用。
Thank you.
What the?
Interesting.
喝饮料啊，他们是这样喝饮料的啦。
Thank you. That was a compliment, yes?
一般来说是的，但这可是弗雷亚，就不好说啦。
That definitely was the highest form of compliment. What are you, Neil?
Us? We are travelers, doing our job in the space you call the Milky Way.
What kind of job?
We are tasked with a mission to spread our seeds.
You really are here to find a date. All the way from a galaxy far, far away. Wow. Turns out pervs exist everywhere in the universe. Feeling attacked, old man?
Not really. You have a valid point.
We do not understand, but we are glad if we can make you laugh.
Oh, the pleasure was mine. If I may ask, why do you have to breed with us?
Milky Way 牛奶路。
We are sorry, but that is classified information.
Aw, man. Well, how's the mission going so far?
We cannot say it is going well.
I'm not surprised. With how quirky and unique you are. Not many women can handle that.
Can you handle them, though?
Me? I don't know. What do you think?
You're a pretty adventurous girl. I wouldn't be surprised if you decided to go on a date. Or maybe go further, if it got you a good story. Oh, you're not offended by that?
Not in the slightest. You're wrong, though. I'd go on a date with them, but I don't like to sleep around.
Really? To be honest, I didn't expect that.
Yeah, I get that a lot. People often mistake me for someone who gets around a lot.
Excuse me, miss. From what we gather, does it mean you are willing to breed with us in exchange for our stories?
Wow, no wonder your mission isn't going well. I don't mind going out with you for a drink or dinner in exchange for stories, but I'll only sleep with someone I'm serious about.
But our mission is serious.
It's not that. You either have to be my boyfriend or husband if you want to sleep with me.
We have heard of those terms before. Let us check them once again. This is very strange. According to what we found, many Earthlings mate with one person exclusively for their entire lives?
Yes, that's called commitment.
Such a strange concept. Then why, with such rules, do you still face overpopulation problems?
Now that you mention it.
We don't have enough control of ourselves. And those in charge also don't have enough control of us. Not to mention some races live for a very, very long time. So, even though there are rules about having kids, and they can be strictly enforced, a lot of people still break them.
We know Earthlings boast about the concept of free will. But we thought your kind also loved the concept of restraint and taking care of the planet. At least, that was what we gathered from your information network.
Theoretically, that should be the case.
But Earthlings are stupid.
That's the easiest way to put it.
We learned so much today. But we have another question for Miss Freya.
Ask away.
How can we become your husband?
Come on.
First of all, I would suggest going step by step. Most of the time, you start by dating. Boyfriends or girlfriends, you know? Before you talk about marriage.
Oh, okay. So, how can we become your boyfriend?
You could start by asking her whether she's actually single.
Understood.
我觉得现在是什么恋爱新手教学课程
So, Miss Freya, are you single?
Yes, I am single.
Do you want to be our girlfriend?
No. The path to starting to date varies between people. But usually, it takes some time before you want to commit yourself to someone.
Wow. The breeding process on Earth is surely extremely complicated.
It can be easier if you're a smooth talker.
Smooth talker?
Someone good at communicating with others.
That would be really challenging for us.
Even after all that, making kids is still a totally different league. Most women prefer it if their male partners wear condoms.
Condoms?
It's something you wear to prevent pregnancy.
Why would you do the mating ritual if you do not want to have offspring?
Pleasure.
All this information is too much to process in one evening.
So, we talked about using condoms, but how do your kind have sex? Like, seeing how you drink. A condom might be something you can't use at all.
That's true. How do you do it?
We are pretty flexible with that. But we cannot tell you the details. Unless we agree to do the mating ritual.
I don't want to imagine how it's done.
Oh, you do not need to worry. We will not hurt anyone physically or mentally.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about that. Especially the mental part.
We did our research. And we tried it on the testing object we made. It was proven.
地球人的心理可以说是这个星球上最复杂的东西了，先生。
Oh, we did not know that. Being born on Earth sounds very difficult.
It is.
I have to agree with that.
Anyway, thank you so much for the information you have given us tonight. It means a lot for our mission. We have to report our findings to the base.
How will you proceed with your mission with this newfound information?
We are not sure yet. It is yet to be discussed, after all. It was really nice talking with all of you.
You're welcome.
We are off now.
Bye.
路上保重啊，先生。
That was really something.
Indeed.
You said the first time they came here was for a date, right?
是的，但对方始终没有出现。然后他们把莫特尔小姐当成了约会对象。
The game developer Orc? Wow, I dread to think how that went.
当时的情况相当尴尬，就是。
But you can't be angry at such naivety.
I guess so.
By the way, has that young woman been back since I spoke with her last time?
你是指路亚小姐吗？
Yeah, her.
Oh, showing some concern now, are you?
I'm just curious.
没有呢，之后都没有见过她。
But her boyfriend did come a few days ago.
而弗雷亚很爱管闲事，最后连加拉都加入了讨论。
My. You really have a knack for starting trouble.
Sadly, I have to agree with that.
It's not easy to make Gala join a random conversation, unless it really piques his interest, or it annoys him.
I don't know how to react to that.
Well, I need to catch a flight to Seoul tomorrow, so I'm off for the day.
Oh, you're leaving Seattle so soon?
It's only for a week or so. I'll be back here sooner than you know.
Oh, well, it'll be a peaceful week then. Anyway, I need to get going as well. Thank you for letting me stay without ordering anything.
哎，对呀，你还没点东西耶。
I didn't even notice that. You really don't care about business.
啊，他虽然没点饮料，但是却吸引了其他人来咖啡馆。
That's one way to put it. Anyway, Freya, do you want to share a cab?
Thanks, but I'm riding my bike.
All right then. See you around.
两位路上保重。我们还剩大概几天的内容啊？世界组织谈非法镇定剂买卖，我们正在监控情况。矮人汽车业遭遇意外竞争对手。地球母亲组织为拯救更多森林而奋斗。今天的报纸还蛮正常的。我看一下还剩几天，大概一个礼拜，1、2、3、4，然后最后这一天是截取日。OK。好，我们一样也来先看今天的报纸。今天的小说叫《无声爱恋》，又是一个星期六夜晚，我和往常一样，去他的公寓接他前去又一次周六晚上的约会。我说又一次，但老实说，我们此前已经不知多久没有在周六晚上约会了，并不是每个星期都能有这样一个与我们的爱好有关的有趣活动，所以我们或者说我，并不介意在他的公寓里度过这样一个安闲的夜晚。我们才刚开始交往4个月，而且不开玩笑，我们之间的差异要多大就多大。我是那种周末只要不出去走走就会烦躁不安的类型，而他则是如果可能会想要把自己反锁在公寓内，把钥匙扔进抽水马桶冲掉，然后永远不出门的类型。所以我在每周末到他的公寓去，就成了对我们2个人来说最佳的选择。我们直接叫外送不就好了吗？也不用担心塞车啊。每当我问他想不想去哪里吃东西时，他总是这样回答。我们在一起的第1个月时，这种对话经常发生。那之后，我开始让自己慢慢习惯。我们开车去了活动地点，那里离他的公寓不是很远，但周末的交通总是那么拥堵。我今天一直吃螺丝，好讨厌哦。在路上，我们几乎没有什么说话，除了我歌单里的音乐之外，车中保持着彻底的寂静。碰到他听过的歌时，我们会一起跟着唱；如果他没听过，那我们就保持安静。当我们到达活动地点时，他整个人就变了，成为了人群中最开朗、热情和健谈的存在。就连我都比不上他。不瞎掰，我可是个相当健谈的人。我们对所有认识的人打招呼，甚至还包括了不少不认识的人。然后我们一起试玩起在那里展出的游戏。我们相邻而坐，一个个游戏试玩过去，彼此交流着自己对剧情、美术、音乐、玩法、氛围和任何你能想得到评比游戏标准的东西看法。但在玩的时候，我们就只是玩，到结束之前都不会开口，彻底的安静，就仿佛他是在刚才那些互动之后才重新充电一般。回到他的公寓后，我们没有聊太多， 他泡了2杯绿茶拿铁，我们1人1杯，然后我们一起看 Netflix， 偶尔才开口交谈。跟我交往，你不会觉得无聊吗？他问我。不是吧？又是这个问题。我知道啦，抱歉又提了起来。但是你今晚说话好少哦，我以为你在生我的气。亲爱的，我没有生气啊，为什么要对你生气啊？我不知道啊，只是觉得我那么内向，你又那么外向，有时会让我觉得我让你都没法当你真正的自己了。你和过去一样想的太多啦，今天超开心的，我联系你都来不及了。你不是为了能和我一起而牺牲自己要留在家里的时间吗？我们都知道你有多么喜欢宅在家，这样的机会对你来说有多不容易了。你为什么喜欢我呢？你不知道在这4个月里，你已经问过我这个问题10几遍了。我嘿嘿笑了起来。我只是想要再确认一下嘛。他哭了起来。哎呦，不要难过嘛，没关系的。至于你的问题的答案吗？我不知道自己为什么喜欢你啊，又是这个答案。因为这是事实啊，我只知道在你身边就很安心很舒适，我觉得自己很开心平静。还有我不知道了，我真的需要知道吗？那听起来不是很危险吗？喜欢一个人却不知道原因。相信我，亲爱的，我一开始也有些不明白，但后来我就知道了，那是我这辈子有过最好的感觉。你呢？你为什么喜欢我？谁说我喜欢你了？我一时无言以对。你先看看你刚才的表情。哎，不要这样玩我啊！差点被你吓出心脏病了。那就对了，说明你喜欢我，不是在骗我。他微笑起来。你还没有回答我的问题呢，原因是个秘密。那不公平吧？我不是把我的理由告诉你了吗？不好意思哦，但是不知道怎么能上个好答案呢，先生。但那是个诚实的回答啊。我知道了啦，我没有安静了下来。所以，这就是我的内向女友和我的故事了。我告诉她的答案当然是谎言。不知道自己怎么喜欢一个人是非常可怕的事情。但在遇到她之前，我从没想过自己能够对内向的女孩有这样的感觉。至少我是这样希望的。我想着，在一片寂静中，独自驾着车向家开去。我在想啊，我们应该今天不会开太久，因为我有一点事情要处理。然后，哦，你是谁？然后，我想我们会分拆到第3 part， 然后第3 part， 天啊，为什么我今天一直然后？语病耶，真的是语病。我们第3 part 会稍微留一部分。那我在想，我是不是要开一个就是全部饮料都做完的存档，然后开隐藏结局。我又然后了，因为要开隐藏结局的话，要把所有的饮料都做完会比较方便。这位先生晚上好。
Hello.
哦，等一下这个角色也有配音耶。
I'm from the Federal Immigration Regulation and Enforcement Division, or FIRE for short.
我能帮你什么吗？
We've heard reports of alien sightings in this area. We take the issue of illegal interstellar immigration seriously. Have you seen any creatures you would consider to be alien in nature?
应该没有。但我应该注意什么呢？外星人长什么样子？对啊，他的那个怎么讲？胸前的那个口袋有一支那个笔，那个笔，我有多少人看过那部电影？我突然忘记那部电影叫什么名字。那个会拿那个笔，然后说看这边，然后咔嚓，那个，然后你就会忘记所有事情。
We're not 100% sure, but according to some eyewitnesses, it's wearing a spacesuit or something similar.
哦，对 ，Man in Black， Man in Black。像那种东西也太显眼了，我不懂为什么店长要刻意隐瞒耶？我们为什么要刻意隐瞒？ 你不觉得如果真的是一名非法外星人，应该不会想引起人们注意才对吧？你说呢？
That is a very good point. In fact, there might be a solid possibility that we have been running around after false testimonies. They are superior creatures after all. Thank you for the help. If you see any suspicious activities, please contact us through our website.
明白，长官。临走之前不想喝点什么吗？
We're good.
好的，路上保重。西雅图是个很常下雨的城市吗？其实我们玩的这几天，它一直在疯狂下雨，就是窗外。你得可更加小心一点才行啊，你啊。
Good evening, Andrew.
Yo.
哦，阿库亚小姐、莫特尔小姐，晚上好啊！两位刚才是一起去什么地方吗？
We plan to meet here. It's just a coincidence we arrived at the same time.
那么两位想要点些什么呢？
Do you want to order first?
Nah, you go first.
Okay. Can I have a cup of green tea with a lot of mint?
杯绿茶，有很多薄荷。叫马拉克什。你要的特调好了，请慢用。他每次都点一些很特别的饮料。
Ooh. This looks really fresh.
这种饮品我叫它马拉克什，源自于它的做法。
Marrakech in Morocco? I heard the people there really love tea. Let's give this a try then. Oh my.
薄荷绿茶呀。
It's warm but very refreshing.
说到这个，我以前很喜欢那个什么薄荷巧克力冰淇淋，但我后来就是自从有人说它真的吃起来很像牙膏之后，我就没有那么喜欢了。真的会很怪，真的会很怪，而且又加上我不知道为什么那个薄荷巧克力冰淇淋的巧克力碎片啊，我没有吃过好吃的。薄荷巧克力超好吃，我后来变成就是很不知道，也不能讲 old fashion， 就是我后来到最后就是，如果要我选冰淇淋，我一定只会选香草跟牛奶口味的。
No wonder Morocco is often associated with tea.
如果不是那种特殊口味的冰的话，或者是他们家有特别主打口味的话，跟那种一般平常的冰淇淋，我就是喜欢香草或牛奶口味的，就是越简单越好。但是我最近有一些很爱吃的冰淇淋的牌子，之前在群里有卖过，忘记那个牌子叫什么，那牌子不便宜。然后那个牌子是桶装的吗？还蛮好吃的，缺点是融化很快。另外一个我喜欢吃的牌子是全家有在卖，那个 Polo， 那个北极熊图案的那一家。哦，他们的那个，我记得是牛奶巧克力吗？就是里面是牛奶冰，然后外面是一层那个巧克力薄片包着。那一款冰吃起来超好吃，就很轻盈又酥脆。那么您呢，莫特尔小姐？你现在要点了吗？
Sure. I'll have the Tatari.
完蛋，拉茶，我们没有拉茶的食谱。我记得拉茶是不是红茶加牛奶就好？是红茶加牛奶吗？这就只是红茶拿铁而已。完蛋，拉茶的配方是什么啊？ 检举这家店没有拉茶，不是，我没有把那个做出来，不管，我要看攻略。等一下哦，不好意思。我真的很需要攻略。那茶到底是哪一杯？完蛋！不管，我要作弊，我受不了了。不管，我要偷看攻略，全饮料配方，因为我真的记不得，而且这是大危机，这是大危机。我们的店长还是可以在不知道怎么办的时候 Google 一下的。拉茶是叫拉茶还是印度奶茶啊？印度奶茶好了。好，我看到了。是这一杯吗？不对，这是印度奶茶。这不是，这是拉茶吗？完蛋了，完蛋了！抱歉哦，我看一下攻略。拉茶好像很前面有被点过一次，但是那个时候我们做错了。这样。好，等一下，我觉得这个是游戏的失误。刚才那一杯是对的，还真的是红茶加姜加肉桂，就是他讲拉茶，但是其实写的是印度奶茶没有错。好，我们度过大危机了，吓死人！是这杯吗？不是这一杯。啊
So,
不是这一杯，那他到底点什么啊？困惑。结果我们还是做错了。哦，好，我看到了，我们差一个东西就对了。我想说拉茶应该一定要有牛奶啊，讨厌。
How are things going in the office?
对啊，拉茶是一定要有牛奶。好，我刚才看了，我知道哪里错了，但是我觉得这有点坏，它是红茶加牛奶，红茶2次，牛奶1次。我刚才做错了，我们刚才变成红茶加牛奶加牛奶。
as usual.
比例不对，这很难耶。
But, thanks to you and your team, we've made some good progress with a problem we've been stuck on for a while.
I'm glad I could be of help. It's not every day our research can have an impact as direct as this. Only a few weeks after publication, no less.
The thing is, even with your help, we still need to do a ridiculous amount of overtime to make sure the game will be available for the holiday season.
Oh, I want to say please don't forget to rest. But I'm sure it won't be that easy for you and the team.
Ha! As if those executives care about us. Overtime is not mandatory. They'll say, please see your family, get some rest. But we all know that optional overtime is a passive-aggressive move. We'll stay longer in the office anyway. Because if you go home earlier than the others, you'll feel bad for them.
You'll feel guilty.
完蛋，我不是这种人，我事情做完了，我要回去了，我才不管嘞。
I understand that so much.
我对这方面倒是没什么同情心哦。
I hate to admit it, but yeah, it's guilt.
I wish I could help you.
这代表我的饮料知识量不足，是时候每天喝一杯手摇饮了，加入饮料行列。我真的对饮料知识严重不足耶，真的是。
Or at least say something to boost your morale.
怎么讲？我个人对于手摇饮或者是这种饮品都还好。我最喜欢的还是就是喝一般的茶。
Sadly, I'm not the right person to give you advice about that.
我每次都是随便抓个一包袋装茶这样。
Even for things I shouldn't feel guilty about. And you know what makes it worse? I know the state of the industry.
对了，说到茶，前阵子就是应该是前阵子，前阵子就是过年期间，你对饮爱的我对饮料的热爱程度是每天都会再加一条，这不会太多吗？说到茶，就是那个前一阵子，如果有看到我推特的人，应该有看到我有拍一张雪景吧。然后就那阵子台湾难得下雪，然后其实那个时候我是就跟家人还有亲戚去福寿山农场玩，然后那边盛产的叫长春茶，然后因为我们住那个国民宾馆，那边的国民宾馆还蛮新的，才刚开没多久，所以住起来很不错，推荐去，就是去住他们的那个国民宾馆。但是听说很难订啊，因为房间数量不多。然后你知道他们的餐厅就是，如果他们餐厅是长春茶，那边盛产的茶叫做长春茶，这长春茶无限量喝到饱。而且其实那种茶在市面上还不便宜。然后因为是那边的特产，所以就你的房间就是他们每天都会帮你补满那个茶包，超棒。我比较是一个就是纯茶叶爱好者，虽然我也没有喝得很懂，反正有茶就喝这样的程度。
Was born out of such sacrifice. I'm sorry, I ruined the mood for everyone.
Don't worry about it, Aqua. I'm not that bad off, you know. At least the company gives us decent compensation. Healthcare, bonuses, and so on.
但是，我真的对手摇饮真的是还好，我真的是每次就最简单的蒸奶就是蒸奶。长春茶很适合配芒果和凤梨，这我倒是没听过。这我没听过，我还有留一些，我之后可以试一下。然后什么？手摇饮的话，以前 我印象最深刻的是五十岚那个时候正红，对我还活在那个五十岚年代。然后那个时候五十岚最红的是什么？那个漂浮红茶，就是红茶加香草冰淇淋。那我还因为那个时候班上很常清饮料，两种水果的酸味可以激发长春茶的香气。哦，有趣。我之后一定要回去试试看。然后那个我自己个人最爱的是芒果清茶，是清茶加芒果冰淇淋，但那个不能空腹喝。我清茶跟无糖麦茶，我只要空腹喝就会胃痛。然后还有我朋友最喜欢的是以前班上的朋友最喜欢的是那个五十岚的多多绿茶，不是多多绿，应该是多多柠檬，然后柠檬要2倍，因为他们是用柠檬汁的，不是用柠檬糖浆。
And we're already used to this.
那我后来就开始就是，而且你说真的，前阵子吧，好像有人有聊到手摇饮的话题，结果我真的不管哪一家，他们讲的哪一家我都没喝过，要不就是有喝过，但是就我喝不出差异，就是在这方面有点木舌。
So, don't you worry about me, okay?
Getting used to unhealthy working conditions shouldn't be a norm.
对啊，不健康的工作条件跟环境习惯不是正常的事情，但其实这个在设计业界还蛮正常的，所以，
Hey, cheer up. Remember, your research helped us out a lot. Thanks to you, the rest of the development is going to be much easier. How's your game doing, by the way?
Actually, I have some good news about it.
What is it?
The game got approved to be showcased at Max West this year.
That's really good news. Congrats!
Thank you.
So, what's the problem then?
I haven't confirmed my attendance to the organizer.
Why? Confirm it. Before they give your spot to another indie.
I'm just not sure about it.
What's stopping you? Cost?
The booth is free for indies.
That's good then. And the event's even in Seattle. You don't need to spend anything on travel or accommodation. It's a golden ticket.
But I'm not that confident.
You passed the selection process, right? That should be enough validation to reassure you of the game's quality. If I'm not mistaken, the judges are usually prolific people in the industry, and also senior journalists.
I know. But I told you about my game, right? It's pretty non-traditional. And thousands of people will be visiting Max, expecting full metal conflict and other bigger games.
Every game has its own market, you know.
不见得哦。我必须说，其实，在看像我自己在看游戏发表会的时候，我个人是比较期待，有什么很有特色的独立游戏出来，像应该接下来6月左右之后，如果顺利的话，会有一个就是我还蛮期待的游戏会出现。
And you'll be in the indie area. People know what to expect there. Gamers aren't stupid.
对 ，Gamers aren't stupid， 所以不要在游戏行销上面搞那种奇奇怪怪的花样哦，还蛮容易被识破的。
What if some haters visit the booth? What if they don't like my game and say bad things about it? Or about me?
That's not gonna happen. It's an expo, not the internet. People are way nicer in real life.
Even after all that, I'll still be there by myself for the whole event.
阿库亚感觉真的是一个还蛮害羞的女生。
That one is a problem. Yeah.
Meeting that many people is already scary enough. Doing it for 4 days straight? Showing my baby to the public? I just can't imagine the horror.
You know what?
Huh?
So far, my schedule is pretty empty around then. If things stay this way until Max. I'll come with you.
Huh? No, you don't have to do that. Even if you're free then. You shouldn't waste your time on me. Relax or something.
Nah, it's no bother. I'll be going to the event anyway. Might as well come with an exhibitor badge.
What about your company's booth?
Don't worry about it. There are hundreds of us. I can just ask my lead to skip this year.
But...
I'm coming with you. Whether you like it or not.
Okay.
Good. Now, what are you going to show the game on?
I'll have a laptop and a smartphone.
Is the expo build ready?
Expo build?
You're not planning to showcase the full version, right?
That's the plan.
Don't. I can give you the guidelines on what to have for the expo build. Do you have the game with you now?
It's on my phone. I could send you the build now if you want.
Do so.
Okay.
Got it. Now let's see.
你好，瑞秋小姐。
Hi, Andrew.
她好久没有来了。你遇到什么事了吗？
Huh? Nothing. I've just been practicing all day and I'm pretty tired.
啊，是马上要开演唱会吗？
Don't tell anyone yet. It'll be announced tomorrow. But I'm going to perform at Coachella next week.
啊，他们还要额外宣布新艺人吗？
Yeah, you might say that those announced late are...
为什么他看起来很像凯特琳？你指的是 LOL 里面的凯特琳吗？
Backups.
啊，这样。不过那仍然会是全国最大的音乐节呢。
Yes. And I'm excited for it.
凯特琳跟阿里的混合体。但是我不得不说，就是怎么讲，黑长直的女生的风格都有点像。虽然这样讲可能很冒犯，但是，唉，好吧，可能真的有那么一点点有像那样子的气质。
I think I should celebrate with a special drink. Something sweet.
那你想点什么呢？
A sweet hot chocolate.
甜甜的热巧克力。等一下哦，我们来看一下。哦，阿库亚的也全解锁了。我们来看巧克力类，现在只有黑巧克力了。我们做一个爆甜巧克力怎样？爆甜巧克力。巧克力加蜂蜜加蜂蜜，这样会太甜吗？就这样好了。你的甜巧克力好了，慢用。 味道还可以吗？还可以啦。怎么要求很多也还要特别？啊，如果你还需要什么，尽管告诉我。
Thanks.
Other than the instruction on the loading screen, try putting a time limit on how long they can play.
Why? Wouldn't that break their immersion?
Probably, but in case there's a good reaction to it, you might have people lining up to play your game. Don't want to make them wait too long.
That makes sense.
If you don't want to put a time limit on it, try ending the demo with a cliffhanger. That should get people's attention.
Noted. Dad? What are you doing here? After what you did at the studio this evening.
I was worried. I couldn't find you anywhere around the studio. So I thought you'd be here.
Now you're causing another ruckus.
We're sorry, Andrew. We didn't mean to cause you any problems.
You are sorry. I don't have anything to be sorry for.
Well, anyway, I better order something.
你想喝点什么呢？
What would you recommend?
有一种叫西班牙萨拉的饮料。
Oh, what is that?
简单来说是热巧克力加上牛奶和姜汁。
Sounds delicious. I'll take that Spanish Sahara.
热巧克力加牛奶跟姜。它在里面放的是什么？挤压棒吗？你的饮料准备好了，先生。
My, this is amazing.
很高兴你能喜欢。
Dad,
Yes?
please just go home after you finish your drink.
Not until you leave that good-for-nothing pervert.
I need him. He's going to help me become more successful.
I know Morris. He is not a good person.
The industry has changed, Dad. It's not like 20 years ago. Besides, since you left, he has been growing his brand, making his name, managing a lot of stars so they become superstars.
I still have my informants in the industry. He hasn't changed much. And even if he has, it wasn't for the better.
You're just being paranoid. First, you were afraid of how my fans would treat me. Now, you're afraid of the industry too? What's next? You'll lock me in the house because you're afraid of the air I'm breathing?
You're just too young to understand.
老爸，他已经是成年人了。
Then make me understand! Because this is definitely not helping. There are better ways. Didn't you learn anything from Mom? You were together for almost 15 years. But you learned nothing. Not even how to talk to your own daughter.
Rachel, I'm sorry. But I'm trying, okay?
Try harder!
哎呦，等一下，那个拍桌声有点大声。
Because right now you're not helping anyone. Not me, not you, no one.
I know. But give me a chance. You know what? It will take time for me to learn. But I am learning. You know, I could return to the industry. I could try to be your manager.
Dad, are you out of your mind? You've been out of touch for so long.
I told you, I have informants then. I'm not that out of touch. Of course, there are things I need to figure out. But we...
Doesn't work that way, Dad. You know that. Going from a girl band to a solo career won't be easy. If I take things slow, I'll lose all my momentum.
If you don't want me to be your manager, can you at least choose someone other than Morris?
I don't think so. Mr. Lester is at the height of his career now. He's my best chance right now. Don't be too paranoid, okay? I've made my decision. Now please go home, relax, and don't ever come to the studio again. I'm going back there. I need to practice for the festival. It's only a few days away, and it's my big chance to boost my presence as a solo artist.
When are you going to be home?
I don't know. I'll be staying at the hotel the label provided.
But that's...
See you, Dad.
Wait, Rachel!
其实这个老爸真的有点烦人，我必须老实
Excuse me for a
说。
moment, Andrew.
不好意思，发生一点小问题，打扰到大家了。
You don't have to apologize.
Yeah, we were busy minding our own business anyway.
What? You didn't hear their argument, Myrtle?
Of course I heard them. I just choose to ignore most of them. It's none of my business, is it?
That's amazing.
What's so amazing about that?
I don't think I can do that. Dividing and focusing my attention so completely? Especially when there's an argument like that.
Are you saying you weren't listening to my advice and you were focusing on them instead?
No, I was listening. I made notes.
See? You didn't even realize. But you are capable of focusing your attention.
Now that you mention it, it happens naturally, I guess. Being born into a big family is useful after all.
Yeah, sometimes we don't even realize what we're capable of doing. By the way, you want to head back now?
Yeah, it's pretty late.
Yo, Andrew, we're leaving.
啊，希望你们过得还算愉快。
Thank you for the drinks, as usual.
啊，两位路上保重啦。看来今天就到这儿，而且今天我们的绿色头发的小精灵没有来。啊，亨利先生，你回来了，你没事吧？
Oh, yes, yes. Please don't worry about me.
你追上瑞秋小姐了吗？
No, I lost her.
抱歉，但我相信她会没事的。说起来，请允许我问一下，
Yes.
你和瑞秋小姐争执的时候，有一件事情一直让我很在意。
What's that?
你当初为什么要离开音乐界呢？
Now that's a trip down memory lane.
如果你不愿意提起的话，也没有关系。
Oh no, it's fine. I left around 20 years ago, just as we were welcoming the beginning of the new millennium. It was a great time for girl bands, you know. They were huge in the 90s, and I was still enjoying the leftover sensation of the past decade. I met my wife while working. She worked for a record label. That's how we met. I decided to get married and settle down. I wanted a peaceful life.
你觉得当少女团体的经理不平静吗？
Oh gosh, no. The politics, the dark side of the industry, none of it's good. But what hit me the hardest was the fans. Toxic fans are the worst. The teenage girls especially. They were crazy about their idols. To the point where they started doing really unimaginable stuff.
比如说呢？
Spending all their money trying to copy the superstar lifestyle, abandoning their responsibilities, their families. And the men, they were even worse. They sexualized the girls in every way you could possibly imagine. Edited photos, stalking, outright sexual assault. It was before the internet, mind you. I mean, the internet existed. But it wasn't as mainstream as it is now. I wasn't even the target of the abuse. It haunted me. It was everywhere. Don't talk to me about peace. I couldn't sleep back then. Not getting enough sleep is dangerous for cats.
那你现在在做什么工作呢？
After we got married, my wife and I opened a record store. It's not big, but we have a very specific audience. We're niche, but they love us for it. It's more than enough for our little family.
你听到你还在跟音乐界的朋友们有所联系吧？
They visit my place from time to time, and we all meet up at least once a year. Usually, it's at my place. Gosh, look at the time. I should go home too.
你一个人没事吧？
Don't worry about me. I'm an old cat. We're stronger than most people think. See you later, Andrew. And sorry for bringing our fight to your place.
不用介意。
All right then. Goodbye.
对耶，今天弗雷亚真的没有来耶。好，我们再玩完一天的量就好。考切拉主办方为提醒家长切勿让孩子独自参加。瑞秋·弗洛伦西亚宣布演出考切拉2020。盖尔尼曼将与村上春树携手打造新 IP。然后那个梗图是那个女孩子拉那个气球准备要逃跑的那个图，还蛮有趣的。他竟然把迷因图用在报纸头版上。抱歉，我们还没开始营业。哦，嘿，尼尔，你们今天来的真早啊！我能为你们做些什么吗？
There is definitely something that you can do.
什么呢？
Can we work here?
等等，什么？
Is it possible for us to work here?
为什么呢？
We have learned something precious since we first arrived here. Communication is very important, and Earthlings communicate in a very complicated way. It blows our mind to learn that you need to mix between verbal and nonverbal communication here.
确实如此，但你的交流水准已经比刚来的时候进步很多了。
That is true, but it is not enough. Some of the biggest lessons about Earthlings we have learned, we learned them here. This made us think, instead of focusing on finding a breeding partner, we should focus on learning how to communicate with Earthlings properly.
这听起来是个明智的策略。
That is why we asked you to allow us to work here.
因为你想要和电影的客人们互动吗？
That is correct.
我还没有办法决定。我说，尼尔，你知道吗？一般来说，在地球上想要找工作的话，需要经过一系列的流程才可以获得职位的。
Oh.
如果你不介意的话，这件事情还是让我好好考虑一下吧。我明天会给你答复。
Oh, no. We are sorry for our spontaneity, but it has to be today.
有什么原因吗？
Because we are leaving for an event tomorrow.
哦，好吧。那我就接受了。
Thank you.
但是有个条件，饮料你就不要做了，我来处理那些。等我调完饮料之后，你把杯子交给客人就可以。
Understood.
还有其他一些你需要记住的事情。
What is that?
关于如何接待客人。有些人来这里只是来放松的，他们或许只是想要喝点东西，做自己的工作或者读书看东西。读书。那些客人，我很强烈建议你不要打扰他们，但你还是要随时做好准备。如果客人想要聊天，什么内容都必须要能够接上话。
How can we know whether people want to be left alone or not?
这不容易，但你可以根据他们的肢体语言做出判断。
Nonverbal signs?
对。
That will be very hard for us.
会吧，但是不用担心，我会给你们打暗号的。店长人真好，告诉你什么时候应该开始搭话，但什么时候应该闭嘴。
Thank you. We will need that so much.
那基本上你们在这里做这些就可以了。
Do we need a special outfit to do the job?
不需要吧。不过我可以借你一条围裙。 免得弄脏了你们的太空装，也可以让你们和顾客有点区别。当然，你们已经够显眼的了，但至少会让你们看起来更适合这份工作。
That is a very Earthling thing to do.
没错。好了，那你们准备好了吗
We are.
好，那今晚就准备开张喽。但是在开张之前，我们来看一下今天的小说。这一定是要每天看一下的。今天呢是学飞的唯一理由又发生了。我一边吐出烟圈，一边告诉他什么又发生了。我搭了一次火车过来，然后坠入了爱河2次。不是吧？又来？他的表情活像是要把点燃的烟头用力抿在我的脸上，这不是我能控制的。他没有说话。那样比一般的恋爱要简单得多啊，对不对？从远处看见一个人，开始幻想他或她有什么样的生活，不用去在意你看见的是不是真实的他们，真的简单太多了。你不能再这样对自己下去了。你知道你需要真实的东西，我知道这是个愚蠢的建议，但你还在用那个约会软体吧？用的时候把眼界放开一点啊。你说的对，那就好。你说这是个愚蠢的建议才对。他看起来很生气，我不怪他。因为这不是我们第一次聊到这个话题，事实上，每3个月这个话题都至少要出现一次。你不要想的太多了，出去见人，不要有太多期待。你知道我不可能这么做的，我试过的啊，任何微小可能性都会让我激动异常。那结果这样的激动带给你什么呢？这下轮到我无话可说了。我在害怕，我说，害怕什么呢？害怕之后会怎么样？我害怕，就算自己真的找到一个合适我的人，我周围的人也不会接受那个人的身份。去你妈的周围的人！这也是个愚蠢的建议，真搞出事啊！你是不是要去坐牢啊？好吧，最近发生什么事了啊？你一般不会把问题想那么远的，所以一定发生了什么事，对吧？其实还真的有一件事情发生了，一件说出来会让人觉得太蠢的事，但他很熟悉我。也很熟悉我的各种问题，于是我告诉了他，我去看了一场独角戏剧演出，真的，是真的。我看了我最喜欢的独角戏剧演员之一在表演，他最近刚结了婚，对象是他很爱的一个人。我也一直觉得他们很相像，我一直觉得那个演员出生在这么好的家庭，又组建了这么个家庭，简直中了人生的头奖。可结果这次我才知道，他的路走的不是很平坦，有很多跌跌撞撞，我根本就不知道。当我发现这一点时，我觉得害怕极了。为什么？因为这意味着有一天我也需要面对那些困难，有一天我有可能要做出选择，而那些只是在火车上遇到的人，只是在我脑中存在的人，不会让我有这些问题。他们还是会给你别的问题啊。他说的没错。你知道吗？有时候我真的想要跑到这座城市最高的楼顶上，然后跳下去。我说：“你是想要自杀吗？那可不是解决。我是想要飞啊，你这个笨蛋！如果是真的能飞起来，那所有这些让我害怕的事情就都不重要了。我都能飞了，谁他妈还会在乎我刚才说的那些琐碎事情呢？这梦做的可真美，这怪胎。”他说着又点起一根烟，让这个话题就留在这里，悬而未决。等着3个月后再次登场。我们来看一下。哦，好，那可以准备开张了。
Welcome.
Holy wow! What the hell is happening?
Good evening, Miss Freya.
Hey, Andrew. What's going on here?
哦，今天你也会在这里工作。
And I thought I was the one who brought bad news. I never thought this place would be ground zero. For an alien invasion.
哈，不是这样，你也只是来帮忙的。
You've never looked like someone who needs help.
There are a few things to clarify, Miss Freya. First, our mission was never about conquering Earth. In fact, it is the other way around. Second, judging from the situation, we are actually the person who is getting help from the barista, not the other way around.
What?
We have learned some things since we arrived, and we have came to a conclusion. Before starting another breeding mission, we should learn more about how Earthlings communicate. We thought this place was the best place to learn.
And you just agreed to this?
当然是有条件的啦。饮料还是由我来做，你也只会在这里接待和上饮料以及交流。
Fair trade. What's in it for you then?
什么？
You're helping them here. What do you get in return?
Now that you mention it, if there's anything you want from us, please do not hesitate to ask.
不用。
Well, maybe you can be my next story. I can write an article about your work here.
弗雷亚，
If I still need to write for the paper again.
发生什么事了？
The chief found out.
所以你昨天才没来吗？
Yes.
他怎么发现的？
You remember my fateful meeting with the higher up?
电梯里那次？
Yes. The same thing happened with my chief. They met each other in the lift. And the higher up mentioned our encounter to her. The chief called me into her office, and things went downhill from there. She realized immediately that it was the reason for my poor performance lately. She didn't like it.
那可真惨。那你现在要怎么办呢？
Write the goddamn novel, I guess.
然后呢？
Hope that it sells well. If not, I don't know.
We do not understand what is really happening, Miss Freya. But we feel the immense sadness and frustration you feel. How about a warm cup of drink? It is on the house.
Huh? You allowed to do that?
We will pay for the drink.
不，没关系，就免费吧。你们做法挺不错的，尼尔。
That was the best thing to do according to our senses.
确实是如此。
So, what do you want to drink, Miss Freya?
Your favorite.
Our favorite?
Anything. I trust you with the decision.
Anything. 那，怎么办？我们来看一下，我们可以调出什么饮料好了。我们现在有还有一半以上的饮料都还没被发现耶。而且牛奶的几乎都没有，但是弗雷亚喜欢咖啡，我们还是找一杯以咖啡为基底的好了。我们咖啡竟然没有放过肉桂，我们现在没有放过肉桂。我想想哦。我放肉桂跟姜怎么样？这样子好了。为什么店长消失了？没有，店长还在。店长还在，我们只是尼尔今天来当工读生。
Here is your drink, especially crafted by the owner of this coffee shop.
Well, who else is gonna brew it? Thank you so much for this. I always wondered why your place only served hot drinks, but today I might have an idea why.
所以你小说的进度怎么样呢？
I can prepare the draft in a few days, I think. Now that I don't really need to care about other deadlines. And if I manage to infuse some coffee and creativity into my blood.
你应该能够做到的，哪怕不借助咖啡也可以哦。
Excuse me, Miss Freya. We have learned extensively about Earthlings' bodies, about all the races. And we do not think infusing your blood with coffee would be advisable.
I'm sorry, Neil. I'm not really in the mood for this sort of conversation.
这只是一种气郁啦。尼尔，我想说的注入咖啡不是认真的。
Oh, we are glad to hear that then.
That was a figure of speech, Neil.
Ah, we have heard about that term. It is still very hard to understand your language.
那是很正常的事，语言总是在发展变化的。
Understood. At least we are here now to learn the basics of how Earthlings communicate. Miss Freya, if we may ask.
Ask away.
How fast do you write?
Not fast enough, apparently.
But do you have numbers?
Numbers?
How many words do you produce per day?
I don't think I have the exact number, but full-time. I should be able to write between 3,000 and 5,000 words per day.
那还蛮厉害的。巴龙，太大巴龙。我就不讲出来了，我觉得讲出来有点危险。这数量就很多啊。
That's raw. After that, I still need to edit it. I usually end up with about half of what I originally wrote.
According to our research, the standard number of words for the thing you need to write is between 50 and 100,000.
That's right. But for this draft, I don't need to write that much.
That is a pleasant information to hear. How many words do you need to write?
Let's see. I think it should be around 15,000 words.
作为给出版社确定概念的初稿来说，这文字量还算蛮大的。
Well, it's GRA Media, the biggest publisher around.
If we count based on the number of words, it seems like you'll be able to achieve your target easily.
I wish. Writing isn't only about the number of words, Neil. It requires things outside the mere word count. If we only judged writers by their ability to write a large number of words, then we wouldn't have poetry or short stories.
That is pretty hard to understand. But we learned beforehand that art is a difficult matter, even for Earthlings.
Yep.
Earthlings seem to have a fascination for things which are hard to understand, from languages to arts.
Right again. But you're not that wrong about writing, you know? Word count is one of the few things you can objectively judge a story by. It's not the most important thing, but it's still up there.
So it is still a valid parameter?
Definitely.
Cool.
That didn't sound at all like you, Neil. I guess you really are learning something on Earth.
Oh, another guest. Good evening, Miss Myrtle.
I won't even ask. Except for one thing. Who's making the drinks?
饮料还是由我负责。
Good. Coffee with a little bit of ginger, please.
加一点点姜。
Your order is ready.
Not bad. Thanks.
You are welcome. What brings you here today, Miss Myrtle?
尼尔，有些人到咖啡馆只是想坐着，不想被打扰。
Oh, that definitely seems to fit Miss Myrtle's visit here.
Actually, I'm not here to just sit without being disturbed.
抱歉，我只是在培训尼尔该怎么和客人们说话。
I can see that. You're still trying to get laid?
Oh, no, we are not. We are tasked with learning how Earthlings communicate with each other?
Yeah, that's a step in the right direction. One suggestion if you want to blend in with us. Stop using such formal language. Start talking the way we talk. Start listening the way we listen. Which, essentially, is not really listening at all.
That would be very difficult to achieve, but we will try. Step by step.
One small step for you might be one giant leap for your kind.
That was nicely said, Miss Freya. By the way, Miss Myrtle, now that we know you are not here for your usual activities, are you here for someone then?
Yeah.
Oh? Is it Aqua?
Uh-huh.
What's the occasion?
No special occasion. It's just...
哦，阿慧雅今天开门特别大力。
I'm sorry! I'm late! I was supposed to leave early, but... What is this? What is happening here? I already told the person to call the cops when he said he was gonna break here.
等一下，阿慧雅已经紧张到说话语无伦次了。
Where is Andrew?
阿慧雅小姐，请放松，我在这里。
Oh, you're safe.
等一下，他这样讲太奇怪了，代表说他只看到尼尔，没看到我吗？是的，一切都很好。
Okay. Please, let me take a breath.
这里有杯热水，你先喝一点吧。难道我们是隐形人？感觉好了点吗？
Yes. I'm sorry.
It is all right, Miss Aqua. Everyone has been surprised to see me here.
What are you doing here, anyway?
We are starting to think that we might need to make a recording for the answer to this question.
You don't have to tell me if you don't want to.
No problem, Miss Aqua. It is time for a break anyway. So, here is the deal.
That's
因为
really
我是一个
interesting.
纸箱，所以意思是说我特别容易就是 blend in 背景里面。
Very nice of you to do this, Andrew.
其实这没什么。
But do you really think one day is enough to learn everything?
Definitely not. But we do not want to disturb this place's business for any longer.
As if this place cares about business.
Besides, we want to travel around the planet more. This coffee shop is a good start. But we cannot limit ourselves to just this place.
Where do you want to go after this?
Coachella.
Wow.
What? What are you going to do at Coachella?
According to our research, there are many breedings happening during Coachella. That is why we decided that the event will be our next target.
Oh, well, you're not wrong. But didn't she say the baby has to be born out of love?
Yes, we noticed that. But we also noticed that we need to know a lot more about Earthlings, including the breeding manners. That is what we will study in Coachella. After that, we will be very ready to breed with so many female Earthlings.
I shouldn't say this, but hell, that sounds like the best plan you've had since you got here.
We know. We also surprised ourselves. But please, Miss Freya, let us stop talking about our plan. We work here today. First, let us return to our spot behind the bar. So our discussion with Miss Myrtle was stopped abruptly.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. What are you two doing together?
It's nothing. We're just friends.
We just want to hang out and talk about our work. We both work in the same field, remember?
Yes, that's it. I don't have that much experience in game development, you see.
I thought your research was in computer graphics.
Yes, but I've never made a game from scratch before. I was always a bystander. So I've been asking Myrtle for feedback from time to time. Today I wanted to thank her directly. But she arrived first, so I couldn't buy her a drink.
Never mind that. I'd refuse it anyway.
But
Wait, if you want to thank her directly, does it mean you're done with the game?
Excuse me, Miss Freya. It should be your, not your.
Oh, so you are correcting my grammar now, huh? It was a slip of the tongue, okay? I'm sorry.
等一下，巴龙的那个梗我没 get 到。好，我懂了，我懂了。
How did you even pick up on that anyway? It's not like what I'm saying is written down anywhere.
We just know.
Back to you, Aqua. So, you were done with your game?
there's quite a lot of things I need to polish and fix. But players can enjoy the experience from start to finish.
What kind of feedback do you give people for a video game?
That depends on the game. But in Aqua's case, most of my advice was about the pacing, control, and UI UX.
游戏使用者界面超重要，
It
使用
must
者
be
界
fun
面
to
没
have
做好，
finished
真的
working
是
on your
毁了很多东
creation.
西。
It surely removes some of the weight on my chest, just to replace it with another weight.
You mean there's still more to come after you're done? I'm not done with my book. I just lost my job. And if I can't finish this draft on time, I'm done. And even after all that, if it doesn't sell well, I'm even more done. Doubly done.
I'm sorry to hear that, Freya. But please, be more confident.
I'm even starting to doubt myself.
I read some of your short stories, you know. After our first meeting, I subscribed to the Evening Whispers app. And then I read some of the stuff you wrote. They're really good, you know? Some are better than others, but it's still an enjoyable experience to read them. So I'm excited to check out your book once it's done.
You're too kind, Aqua.
What you're going through is more or less the same as what Myrtle's going through. So I'm sure you'll both be fine.
You don't have to talk about it in front of other people.
Oh my god! I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. It's just that sharing is caring, you know?
Okay. Thank you for helping me share with other people.
I really am sorry.
I know. I said thanks already, right?
But you put so much emphasis on share. That's sarcasm. I know that.
Aqua, I'm sorry if it sounded that way. But yeah, I kinda get what you're dealing with. Although, it's a bit different for me.
Oh, what's your problem?
Burnout. I've been working on something for 2 years straight. But no one outside the office knows about it. And those who do don't seem to appreciate it at all.
I thought Full Metal Conflict had a new game every 2 years.
Yes, I don't really work on them. Not directly.
So, what do you work on?
A secret project. I'll tell you under friend DA, okay?
Yay!
Alright, I'm not with the paper anymore. Anyway.
I'm part of a special team. We're tasked with making a breakthrough in the studio.
哦，指的是以原 IP 开发新的玩法跟专案吗？我在猜。
We need to be able to make a prototype for a
是
new
新
IP.
啊。
Or, worst case, another FMC game in a different genre.
Isn't that a dream job for some people?
That's what I thought. You're a writer, right? Imagine being a writer, but you can't publish anything you write. For years.
That doesn't sound like a pleasant situation at all.
My team has been making pitches. Dozens of them. Hundreds. Thousands. Out of all those countless pitches, only a handful got approved for prototyping. And so far, none of the prototypes have been approved.
啊，这还挺惨的。
Ouch.
这的确会有很重的倦怠感。
There's only 7 of us on the team. The 7 samurai. That's what they said.
So, you haven't released anything for the last 2 years?
Sometimes our team works to support others. When they're going through a crunch cycle, they need to hit an almost impossible target. We jump in.
No wonder you folks were considered the 7 samurai.
I guess. Yeah.
By the way, Myrtle, I just realized.
What?
Usually developers get their vacation time after finishing a project, right?
More or less, yeah.
When was the last time you had a vacation?
Before I joined this company, I guess.
哦，天哪！
That's like 4 years ago!
Uh-huh.
Dude, no wonder you're so burned out.
Yes, that's why! You need a vacation.
But I can't just take one.
You can. In fact, you will do it tomorrow.
But tomorrow is...
I'm not done yet. You will take tomorrow, the day after, and another day after off.
But where should I go?
Don't worry, I'll take care of that.
You will?
I'm going with you for this long weekend vacation.
What about Max West?
That's not this weekend. Forget about it for now.
Hey. Okay. But I can't do it tomorrow. How about starting Friday? It's still a long weekend getaway, right?
All right. Oh, I'm so excited.
Wow, Aqua. You look like a different person.
Really? I'm sorry.
Don't be.
Okay, it's settled then. I need to go
yay.
home now and prepare for our getaway.
I'll come with you.
To my apartment?
No. We'll walk together to the bus stop, just like last time.
Oh. Okay then. Everyone, see you next week, okay?
Have fun.
进化了。
May you find joy during your vacation.
Okay. See you folks later.
其实他们这一对还蛮可爱的。
Vacation, huh?
你肯定需要放个假，弗雷亚。
I know, but not now. I've got to finish this draft first.
As we have said before, you can do it, Miss Freya.
Thanks, Neil. Anyway, are you going to close anytime soon?
看情况。怎么了？
I'm in the mood for some writing.
那请随意，慢慢写就好。
You sure?
你想再喝一杯什么？好继续写吗？依然免费招待哦。
I definitely won't say no.
好，那今天差不多，我觉得差不多到这里。然后，我看一下我们是多少，因为还有隐藏结局要解。好，那我看看哦，今天差不多 ，and 我们巴龙哪里死掉了？你说哪里？好， 明天呢会先换别的游戏，不然的话整天到晚都只有 CoffeeTalk， 大家会腻的，我也会腻的。那个明天我们会换玩关于游戏，为什么关于游戏就死掉了？你的评判标准到底在哪里？你的评判标准到底在哪里？好，那个明天我们会玩Bayonetta Origin 那个色雷莎与迷失恶魔。我今天这一直各种吃螺丝，我自己都有点不爽了。好，那除了这个以外，我就先来稍微唠叨一下色雷莎与迷失恶魔这件事情好了。真的觉得很可惜，因为它刚好跟其他大游戏撞齐了，所以反而这一部游戏有点雷声大雨点小，但是是个好游戏，因为我已经至少也是1周目通关，默默的就把它给玩完了。然后我反而最推荐说它可能是 Bayonetta 系列最适合入门的游戏。真的做得非常的不错，我甚至觉得它有一点超越3代。好，剩下的就明天再说吧。然后今天就先这样。我们来看看，我们可以就传给谁？还是今天要揪吗？今天还是不要？今天还是不要好了，我累了。ごめんね。好，那就明天应该也是2点半，不会，好啦，就各位拜拜喽。巴龙，我到时候就去那一把的后台把死亡次数重置掉。你再乱打的话。